Hello everybody, I'm Moldy, and this is Shadows over Loathing once again. In the last episode, we went into the newspaper place, found a cursed hat, and broke the curse on it. Also, our luggage exploded into flames. Gonna have to ask Jessica about the stamp that survived the flame, but first we gotta sleep. You are very ready for this day to be over. Nappy time, sleepy weepy little Garplot Fudrow. Jacob Marley, I don't know who that is, but I got a poster of him. It's a poster of my favorite literary ghost. Well, that's who he is, a literary ghost. Well, did you just change your face? Yes, your face is changing, rapidly. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Talk to one of them. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. Can I talk to you again? You did have nice faces you've got there. Do you know which locker is mine? Yep, you're doing this again. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. 6 lockers. Investigate. Check the first one. And I reveal a thriving colony of ants. The second one, it's full of peanut butter. The third one contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. I can understand that. He's a famous baseball player, but was he alive in 1928? And there's another thing I need to look up. Oh yes. Apparently he was born in 1895. So yeah, it would stand to reason that he was alive in 1928. I did not know he was that old. I'm not much of a baseball fan. Anyway, what's in the fourth one? It's empty. The fifth one, filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. The sixth locker opens into a vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate. And what about the seventh one? There isn't even a seventh one. I said check the seventh one! And I said there were only 6 lockers. Check the 7th locker. Now! Okay, jeez. You look into the 7th locker and it's filled with old school papers. Look at those papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. Read one. How I Spend My Summer by Garplot Fudrow, age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Underneath the pile of school papers you find, overdue library book. Well, that's nice. Hey, there really are only 6 lockers, and I checked the 7th one anyway. Well, I don't need to check them again. So, what about you? I can probably tell you which of the lockers is yours now. I know which one is yours. I'm gonna say it's the 6th one. That's the one with space in it. 6th one. Oh, okay, thank you. That is the one with space in it, wasn't it? Yep, vast emptiness of space. So, the hallway is less crowded now. Yeah, that guy ain't changing faces no more. He now knows his locker is space. Our founder, Branworth Gorvunculus III. And who are you, friendly-looking lady? Hello there, you must be... She flips through the book on her desk. Here we go. Fudrow. Garplot Fudrow. Yep, that's me. I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly, but you must, however, choose a class. I don't understand. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing class for Pig Skinners. Then we have Overview of Curd Conjuring. This class is for Cheese Wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This course is for Jazz Agents. Well, I'm guessing that Advanced Kicking and Throwing is more muscle involved, more... So, yep, guess I'm a pig skinner. I'm interested in being a pig skinner. As accomplished athletes, pig skinners use their muscle to solve problems in combat. They prefer the direct application of physical force, punctuated by giving the occasional noogie. That sounds great. I love giving noogies. Get someone under my arm, grind my fist into their skull so hard that I just plow right through, get a bunch of brain all over my hand, and then they're walking around not knowing their own name, and I got a gooey-ass hand from jamming it into their skull. Okay, you're a pig skinner. Go team! Now there's just a minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Ah, a psychogeologist, so you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Absolutely! Psychogeologist. Now that's a useful talent. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points to the door on the right side of the screen. I mean, the right side of the dream. Just through that door. Thank you. Well, I'm a pig skinner with a minor in psychogeology. That's nice. So, is there anything else in here? No, I don't think so. I think that's all we had to do in here. Hey, I can jump. Boing. How's it going? Boing. Boing. That's nice, being able to jump like that. I just never bothered pressing all the different buttons. You're dreaming, so it probably isn't safe to look too closely at your character sheet right now. What about my inventory? The only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you at the exact moment you went to sleep. I did that, though. No, you didn't. I did. I asked Freddy to hold all my stuff, and he said yes. You don't even know Freddy. Fine, you caught me. There ain't no Freddy that I know of. Unless we're talking about that animatronic bear that has the internet shitting all over themselves back in, like, 2015. Was 2015 Five Nights at Freddy's? Anyway, you awake feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Your effects reset each day. So does that mean I don't have my my clams that I ate going for me anymore? Anyway, how much I got of, where does it say how I have 30 XP? I can get some good eyesight with that. Now, I think I'll hold off on that. Never know what else I could go spending my XP on. Morning, Garplot. How'd you sleep? Wait, why are you still wearing all those wet clothes? All my other clothes burned up in a freak luggage fire. Ah, geez, that's weird and unfortunate. You seem less surprised by it than I would expect. We've kinda gotten accustomed to weird and unfortunate stuff happening around here. You could pick out some clothes from the shop out front if you don't mind looking like someone's dusty old grandpa. I'll be alright, thanks anyway. Once you got the sleep out of your eyes, I've got another mission for you. Another cursed thing? Yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, but it keeps moving around. Mostly the readings put it at the local speakeasy at the back of an alley at the other end of the block. The artifact isn't there right now, but that's where I'd start looking. Maybe you can pick up some clues. Alright, what am I looking for? It appears to be a watch of some kind. A pocket watch, or maybe a wristwatch. I can't be certain. A watch in the speakeasy in the alley? Got it. Anything else? I need you to give this I'll need the password for the speakeasy. It's fiddlesticks. Also, let me give you this to-do list. It's enchanted to always show whatever's written on the chalkboard here. Pretty neat trick. Here's some meat for expenses too. The Army Surplus Store next door should have anything you need in case things get rough. That's ominous, but thanks. Also, I've got a question about that stamp. That was the thing that survived the fire. The letter from Uncle Murray was a real surprise. I didn't read it. What did it actually say? Basically, he just asked if I could come visit him because he needed help with something big and he knew I had an adventuresome spirit. Haha, adventuresome spirit. Yeah, that's Murray, alright. Haven't seen him in ages. I mean, I've only ever saw him at Crimbo, and sometimes he came with us when we went camping in the summer, but after I moved out to go to college, we kind of lost touch, except for birthday cards. But you dropped everything to come and see him? I wasn't carrying anything of value to go see crazy Uncle Murray again, of course. Yep, I wasn't carrying anything of value, just crappy desk job and I was sick to death of. Well, working here will definitely be more exciting than working at a desk. You yourself are working at a desk right now. Yeah, but you aren't taking over for me. You're taking over for Murray. Let's hope it's just a temp gig. But the stamp, though, how about helping me find Murray? Not to dispute the importance of collecting these weird artifacts or anything, but I'm worried about Uncle Murray. How is this helping find him? Oh, I guess I didn't really explain that. See, the Detectotron 1000 is new. He only really got it running after Murray disappeared. He always searched out artifacts in a more hands-on way. Researching, networking, following rumors, that kind of thing. That last artifact he went after could be basically anywhere, but the Detectotron only detects the nearest artifacts. I see, so you figure if we pick them up in order, eventually we'll get to the one that he was looking for. Right, I wish to hell he'd left a note about where he was going, but I guess he either thought it was too dangerous and didn't want us following, or he just rushed off all excited like a kid in a toy store. That's Murray for you. Yep, that tracks, but the stamp, though! I need answers on the stamp, but you can only remind me about the watch. It moves around, but it's usually at the speakeasy next to the newspaper office, and the password is Fiddlesticks. It moves around, though. Yeah, it's a watch. Presumably someone's wearing it, someone who spends a lot of time at the speakeasy. Alright. But the stamp! You're not telling me about the damn stamp that fucking probably caused the flame. The stamp, it's got a picture of a cute dog. Weirdly, it isn't even charred. Yeah, it's got the date from 1906 and Chapter 1. Welcome to Ocean City. It only took us like 5 episodes to get out of the prologue, but here we are. Dubious grenades. Anyway, you got the counter. And hello, fellow war enthusiast. I'm Herschel Wood. Actually, I hate war. Wouldn't say I'm an enthusiast. Oh, sure, war's okay. Heck yeah, war! Herschel's expression doesn't change. Can I interest you in any fine historical memorabilia? Yeah, I am curious about those dubious grenades, though. What's going on in there? What's the story with those grenades? Oh, they're probably fine. Why doesn't your box say fine grenades, then? He looks at the grenades, then at you. Say, how'd you like to do some field research? Sure, why not? He hands you a bunch of grenades. Dubious Cola Wars grenades. Just try them out next time you get in a fight, and when you're all done, come back and let me know how it went. Okay. Anyway, what are you selling here? Gas mask. Ooh, that gives me some nice stench armor. But, okay, deals muscle plus 2 physical damage. What about the bat? Okay, that corroded cavalry saber's definitely better. Do you have anything that's even better than that, though? Trench spork? These were issued to Cola Wars soldiers who didn't deserve a decent spoon or decent fork. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I'll be taking that saber and Cola Wars ration cigarettes. Can you believe they used to issue cigarettes to soldiers and that they still do and probably will for like 50 more years? Bad for you, despite what the radio advertisements say. So, yeah, I ain't much of a smoker, though. And, okay. Ooh, sardines. And that gives me some sleaze armor. Didn't know sleaze would be something I had to watch out for, but I'm buying this for the cat. Oh, I just bought 2 of them. Whoops. Well, I got one for me and one for the cat. Anyway, let's go give some sardines to the kitty. Kitty be good and needs some sardines. I'll probably get killed if I get hit by a car again. Anyway, here, have some sardines. You open a can of sardines, Calliope immediately wakes up, devours the entire can, and purrs as she licks the remaining oil from your fingers. Looks like I made a friend, and I can now pet Calliope to receive a boon. Pet her now! You give her a nice scritching, and she purrs as she goes back to sleep. And I got Calliope's boon, and I don't know what that does. Where is it? Where is the I see effects there. How do I tab over to effects? I don't. Oh, it's Y. Okay, I get physical armor from that. Calliope's affections have reinforced you against the slings and arrows and mice and birds of the world. Well, alright then. And I also think I don't have my clam power anymore. So, yeah. Give me that cavalry saber. And did I have something else? Oh yeah, the cheese loaf. Forgot about that. And what about you? A turtle is like a slow bandage. Each round of combat, Shurgleturg heals a random wounded ally by his mysticality. Well, if he decides to heal me, then that means I'd only be getting 1 health back. Anyway, Car, you didn't kill me, but also you didn't hit me. You kind of need to hit me if you're gonna kill me. Or maybe they're just passing right through me. Maybe you can only die from cars in the beginning. Come on, hit me! I know someone's driving around here somewhere. Hit me! You didn't hit me. Why are you not hitting me? You're supposed to be hitting me. I know you're in here somewhere. There you are. Yep. Cars have become noticeably less lethal now. I guess I got my ability to dodge them by not wearing that magazine on my face. Yeah, fuck you. I'm walking down the street, and I ain't using the sidewalk either. Who needs a sidewalk? Yeah, eat ass, driver. Up yours! You and your newfangled automobiles thought you'd replace the good old-fashioned horse, but now you're just stupid. Anyway, is this the speakeasy? Secure Burris. This door to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is the maximum possible level of security. But what about 4 locks? Oh wait, that wasn't the thing. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to lift the mat, you need to at least know what you're looking for. How much stuff can be under a welcome mat? A key? There it is. The security at this bank is inconsistent. Well, the door's locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the great hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's banking sector. Each of the 3 heads has a name: Phylax, Methapon, and Sneaky Pete, and a keyhole deep in its maw. I like Sneaky Pete. That's strange. The key turns over in the lock, but nothing happens. Something sneaky about this Pete, all right. I ain't got the moxie for that. What about Methapon? That needs mysticality. Fits in the hole, but it's a labyrinth in the cylinder. You turn and turn and hear a click after click, but nothing results. All right, what about Phylax? The head of Phylax lets the key inside easily enough, but offers incredible resistance when you try to turn it. Heracles would have to use up all 12 labors just to get this thing going. I ain't got enough muscle for you. Anyway, what about 4 locks? In 1924, 4-lock systems are still dismissed as unachievable liberal fantasy. Sounds about right. Anyway, this is the alleyway Jessica was talking about, where the speakeasy is. You weave between various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach a serious-looking door. Knockety knock knock. A little panel slides open near the top of the door, and narrowed eyes regard you through it. Password. I believe it was Fiddlesticks. Okay, come in, but you better not be a pro-y. I don't even know what a pro-y is. Sounds like somebody who reinforces prohibition. You got a spittoon on the counter. The spittoon has been placed at a really challenging height. Maybe you can still ask the bartender about it some other time. Why can't I ask him about it now? I'll ask him about it right now if you can. He looks up as you approach but doesn't stop shaking. Hello? Hello, baby. Welcome to Oliver's place. Name's Garplot. Whatever you say, baby. Are you Oliver? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan, the cocktail man. Pleased to meet you, Dan. How do you happen to know what time it is? Perhaps you have a watch on you? Sorry, baby, the only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner, Oliver Gluck, and he left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From who? From whom, baby? Before I was Fancy Dan the cocktail man, I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. Sorry, from whom? From the mob guys we always get it from. Well, where's the handoff then? The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get there? He grabs a cocktail napkin and hands it to you. Thanks. Oh, haha, wrong napkin. Here. He takes the napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin. Napkin? Ocean City napkin map. Well, we got ourselves a map and it's drawn on a napkin. Good for us. As you take the napkin, Dan points at one of the icons on it. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out of the alley and head straight for the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. Well, okay then. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. You want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. Yeah, give me a drink. What do you have to drink around here? Beer. Well, beer it is then. Excellent choice. Keeps things simple. Bottoms up. You drink the beer. You've had better beer, but you've definitely had worse beer. And I got me some beer buzz. Have another! What do you have to drink around here? Yep, give me another beer. And, yep, even more beer buzz. Well, that's fine. Does that do me any good? Does the beer buzz... Yep, it gives me more health. I guess I can only have one booze buff at a time. Anyway, about the spittoon. Hey, Dan, your spittoon is kind of inconvenient. Nah, baby, that spittoon isn't for spitting in. That's gone out of style now that mass-produced cigarettes are readily available. Anyway, now that's a bona fide historical artifact. What, really? That's right, it belonged to a famous adventurer from Frisco just before the turn of the century. Really? Who? Well, nobody's exactly sure. A lot of people think it belonged to Mumfler Thumperdink. That's a name I'm a little familiar with. That's what Markiplier named his guy in fucking West of Loathing. Didn't know they put that by default in the whole game for everybody, but, well, whatever. It's a strange theory because if there's one thing we know about that cat, it's that he loved spittoons, but other people say it belonged to a fella by the last name of Therlian. A whole lot of people claim it belonged to a whole lot of other people. But there's one thing we know for sure about this spittoon, whoever it was. They didn't use it for spitting into. They wore it as a hat. What? Ew, gross. Alright, they sure got into some weird stuff back then. Yeah, no kidding. Well, hey, it's the fish people. Wait, aren't these the fishmen from the Watchful Eye basement? You're so used to not thinking about where things go once you put them in a tube. Well, we can talk to them and see what's going on with them in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. God, bye.